Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Prof Dan Tutorials. If this is your first time, please kindly subscribe to Prof Dan Tutorials channel, like, share the videos, and let it reach as many people that will be beneficiary of this. Now, today's content is a continuation of our distinguished playlist on the EB1A category, the extraordinary ability. So for those of you who are considering self-petitioning for the EB1A category, this video is for you. If what you're looking for is the EB2 NIW, the National Interest Waiver, please check our playlist on the EB2 category as well. We have many videos that can be of help to you. For the EB1A, if you have been following through from the first of the playlist up until now, what we've tried to do so far is to give a general overview of what the EB1A is all about. Now, after that, we have progressed to looking at the criteria that is involved. According to the USCIS website, there are about 10 criteria, out of which you should fulfill at least 3. If you can write well about these 3, at least you have fulfilled that part, then the remaining part is something you can work around. So what we've been doing is to keep touching on each of these criterion to see or give an example of how you can present yours. Today's content is on criterion number 8, as stated on the USCIS website. And I read verbatim, the person has performed in a leading or critical role for organizations or establishments that have a distinguished reputation. Many of you, the truth is that you have either voluntarily or as an appointment, you have been in a leading role or a critical role. But how do you present this? Let me just give a general overview. And after that, we will look at a typical example, just like a sample that can perhaps help you to start thinking about how you can construct yours. The word leading simply means you have a role that is leading in which you are more or less like top on the hierarchy, and others seems to be answering to you, not you answering to others, so to say. And this can be defined by the title you hold for that particular position and the duties. What are the things that you performed or you are doing that shows that indeed you are performing in a leading role for an association, for a company, for an organization with high reputation, which I will also talk about. In the part of the critical role, it doesn't have to be the two. It could be leading or it could be critical. In part of the critical, it might not be a leading role. However, your duties or responsibilities are highly significant, highly important in that association or organization. Then you can consider that to be critical. Please note that in the part of distinguished reputation of the organization, there is a way you can show that as well, what the organization is all about, maybe awards, recognition, or achievements that the organization or the establishment has gathered over the years. No, it could also be that you are working in a leading role in a particular division or in a particular department within the organization or establishment. So all these are highly important. So this must be fulfilled, not just you having a leading role, but in addition to that, for that particular association or organization where you are leading or performing a critical role, it must have a distinguished reputation. So another important thing that you could consider is if you have a letter from someone in that organization that's really established or show that you performed in a leading or critical role. Such letter carries weight as well. Just ensure that the letter includes the name, the address, the title of the writer, the beneficiary's title, and a specific description of the beneficiary's duties that really addresses how your role for that organization or establishment or division or department was really leading. So if you can have all this in place, it will help you and prevent you having a request for evidence, RFE, which is usually in most cases the case for people under this particular criterion. All right, so let's just quickly take a look at a very brief sample of an approved petition that touched on this criterion. As you can see on the screen, so this is going to be our workshop 1.5 under this EB1A category. And we're looking at this criterion that indeed you perform in a leading or critical role. So just quickly, let's see this sample. The first paragraph, as a key figure in the Global Institute for Technology Advancement, GITA. So that's the organization, a prestigious and historic organization founded in 1989. I have played a crucial role in shaping the domain of technology and innovation education. So yeah, this paragraph is just an introduction to the organization. GITA, a well-regarded non-profit professional society, is dedicated to enhancing and promoting technology and applied sciences education. It leads the charge in pioneering educational methods, marked by its significant impact on the field and its commitment to improving teaching, learning, counseling, research, and public engagement in technology education. Now, my advice is after this kind of paragraph, go ahead to include things like maybe the wins of the professional society, or even compare this society with other kind of professional society and establish that indeed this professional society GITA is of distinguished reputation. If the association or society has also won awards, you want to also make mention of that. These are evidence that really shows that it's indeed of high reputation, their achievements. So that can surface in this first paragraph. Once that has been established, remember, you have to include all the exhibits for your statements. Once you've established that, then you also want to go into, okay, your role, if you want to pitch on, you had a leading role, then you also want to talk about it. Or if you want to pitch on, you had a crucial role, you can pitch on that as well. If you had both, you can, present that as well. So let's take a look at the second paragraph briefly. In my capacity at GITA, I have embraced leadership-oriented responsibilities that are essential to the organization's achievements. My current role places me at the helm of orchestrating academic research for the 2024 GITA Annual Symposium and Exposition in the Netherlands. So if you look at this sentence, it's very powerful. So yeah, this person is beginning to talk about his role that was leading, specifically at, where it's taking place. In this case, during the 2024 GITA Annual Symposium. Some people have this kind of role within a time frame of 1 year or 2 years, some as many years. So if yours is just within a short period of time, it doesn't really matter as well. Just, pitch it properly. Let's continue. This role involves managing the entire life cycle of research presentations from the initial abstract submission through to the final acceptance of papers, a position that directly impacts the academic integrity and the caliber of the symposium. So here is also something very important, talking about what did you do that will make us know that indeed it was leading. So this person has emphasized that he was responsible for managing the entire life cycle of the research presentation, the submission of abstracts, accepting or rejecting the papers, coordinating the whole process. How do we know if such is leading? If you look at the earlier sentence, it has been established that it was for this academic research for the 2024 annual symposium and exposition. And for those that are familiar with annual conference and the likes, you know that paper submission is a very important segment of it. So if this person's role is to ensure, the paper that are submitted, the abstract, reviewing all of that, coordinating, sending it out to reviewers, things like that, you do know that without such role, this conference will probably not be a success. So that shows how leading it is. In continuation, the person went specifically again, you have to tailor it down. What exactly did you do? So this person says, my duties include evaluating and selecting 61 submitted abstracts, progressing 53 for draft submission, and coordinating expert reviewers for each document. My decisions are crucial in determining the symposium's content and trajectory, highlighting the significance of my involvement. So it appears that this person's role is, the person is referring to what has been done. So in your case, if it's a role you are still involved, you want to tell on what you are doing or what you have done or what you are still doing. And if we look at the last paragraph, just to round up this session, as a senior executive committee member, my contributions extend beyond mere paper evaluation. I am charged with establishing guidelines for academic presentations, issuing calls for submissions, recognizing outstanding contributions, allocating presentations to relevant tracks, and overseeing section logistics. So just giving us more broad understanding of what this person role is all about. So this is just an example. In your own capacity, it could be that you are the president of an association. It could be that you are the chair or the co-chair of an association or a professional society. It could be that you are the program director, many other kind of titles that the case may be. All you want to do is, beyond you stating the title, which may appear like, oh, indeed, this is leading, you still want to ensure that you specifically tell the story about the roles involved of what you have done or doing. But please do ensure you back all that up with exhibits to really show your hierarchy and what you have done. And if your own is crucial, even if it's not really leading like a president or a cluster manager or things like that, there are folks that they hold a kind of subordinate role in an organization, but they are really valuable because of their immense contributions. So if you have valuable contributions that indeed has made your organization or association to keep, reaching their goals, then you can talk about that. That shows that it is crucial. And that is it about this criterion number 8, as stated on the USCIS website. So if you have had a leading or a crucial role for any organization, whether it is paid for or is not paid, is voluntary or not, it's something you can use under this criterion. And that will be it for today. I will see you again in another video. Wishing you all the best. Again, if you have not subscribed, please do so. Watch, share, like, and keep spreading this good work of Prof. Dan tutorials. In your self-petitioning, we wish you all the best. In case you self-petition, you need experts, review, feel free to check out our website, stdanielsglobal.com, for assistance in so many ways, as you can see on the services rendered. Wishing you all the best and take care. Bye. Bye.